So they're the second best team at retrieving soft dump-ins other than Tampa. Tampa's the only one that does it better. But they break the forecheck into 2-on-2, and then you watch Pajot just kind of softly come in, find that open seam. But sure, he needs to do a better job. You recognize you have two defensemen in the corner, so as the centerman, your first instinct sometimes is to go in and see if you get that loose puck, but your first instinct has to be, where is my guy? And he ended up being behind him. And, I thought Craig Simpson was awfully nice with the Flyers talking about their will and execution, but I think they need to bring a lot more moving forward if they're going to have a chance against the Islanders.
I saw
Sure.
Kevin Hayes at the end. Didn't like what I was seeing there, so something's not right with Philadelphia. Elliott. Look, Cassie just talked about the analytics about the Islanders going in and retrieving pucks. Like, if you look at they have three lines that dump it in almost all the time and create turnovers, and they have one that carries it in and scores that way. The first goal, they battled and they forced a turnover, and that led to the Andy Green goal that stands up as the winner. 1-0. And Cassie showed you the second goal, the forecheck. Ross Johnston.
Is anybody coming?
On Sanheim to force the turnover. Pajot 2-0. Now the line that carries it in is the Barzal line, and he doesn't do it here. It's Eberle who carries it over, but this is the line that plays different than everybody else, and that's because of that kind of skill. And Anders Lee, he's going to one place, and that's the front of the net, and that's the Islanders in a nutshell. 2 goals off dump-ins and turnovers.
Hey, who's there?
On a line that will carry
Welcome to Pearlo land. Watching the Vancouver game. Wow, we're gonna start the Vancouver game. We already had the Islanders win. I'm a Philadelphia Flyers fan, but I bet against them. So yeah.
So he was all over the ice, just throwing the body around. And what this does, it wears down the opposition. There's going to be lots of bumps and bruises for the Philadelphia Flyers tomorrow. So he's gained the trust. Only played 30 games this year, Barry Trotz, and he's on the third line this year. This series with Comrade and Pajot. Definitely had an impact tonight.
And Brian, the final note, 11 Young chooses to pull Carter Hart with 8 minutes to go down 3-0. Let's think of that.
Well, we're short of time, but basically this is an early poll. I talked to a couple coaches last week when we had early goalie polls, and they said 5 minutes if you're down 3 goals. But the number one factor is when you get an offensive zone face-off and when your big guys are rested and ready to go, that's the key factor.
If you're on Sportsnet, we'll keep going. If you're on the
hello. Hey, 3 deep. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing good. Just sharing my live here. Getting as many people coming here as we possibly can.
And as advertised, we're right back on Sportsnet. It's Colorado and Dallas and the sensational.
How you holding up, buddy? Did you have the Islanders like I did?
Thank you, Ron. You finally got it right. Dallas beat Colorado at its own game in the series opener, 8 in the park, according to Habs head coach Jared Bednar, by half his team not showing up. Brains turned off, Bednar's words. So said players had been advised to turn their brains on for tonight's game.
Fla Doggy, how you doing, buddy? EDP 4545. I'm afraid I do not know who that is, my friend. Who's that?
Solid performance from their top line, Ben Sagan and Radulov, with some secondary scoring mixed in, which was the case in game number 1.
Who's that? You're going for Avalanche now? I'm kind of going for the Avalanche, but I'm also going for Dallas PL. Nico, what? How you doing? I got Dallas PL on a parlay with the Islanders PL, and then I had the Islanders ML on a single. Who's an Eagles fan? You have no bets on this game? Oh, check out his channel. Okay, I will. I'll do that. I will definitely do that, 3 deep. EDP 445. Let me check it out here.
He's the backup, 2 right-handed catching goaltenders there. Okay, so Brian, let's talk a little bit about what you see as
EDP 445.
He's in the top 20 in the NHL in PK. He's a right shot. This screws up the right shot. Left
This
shot.
dude right here, right?
Got 5 left shots just. He takes 2 hits from big men, 1 from Blake Como, and then he gets hit by Jamie Benn later. It looked bad, and they're saying
There, I'm subscribed to him now.
I think it definitely affects how you look at the outcome of this series.
Is he? Oh, yeah, I'll watch him for sure. I love funny. I used to swear all the time. I still swear sometimes on my things, but I don't know. I might go back to it. I did a couple things with a guy named David Staples, and I do with Jamie Basco, and they're like pretty big writers. So they advise me to keep it clean. So I have a tendency to keep it a little bit clean. Yeah. I did a live under, Kevin. 3.5. Not good. But I had Islanders ML and I have them in a parlay too. So it's going good so far. I got Dallas PL. You got futures on Colorado to win the cup, Doug? He's an Eagles, Flames, Spurs, and White Sox fan. Oh, he's all over the board there. Where's he from? Which one of those teams is he from? I'm guessing he's from Calgary. I bet you he's from Calgary. That's why he's a Flames fan. And then because Calgary has no other sport teams besides Calgary Stampeders, CFL, he's an Eagles fan for whatever reason, Spurs fan for probably because he was a huge fan of a player, and White Sox because they're the White Sox. You have Colorado. He lives in California. He lives in Cali, but he's a fan of all those teams. I wonder why he's a Flames fan. It's not. Why isn't he a Rams fan? Not that it matters. San Antonio. Wow. Just cuz, eh? That Islanders game was, I don't know. I love my Phillies, but I took a heart pick Philly in 7, but I really didn't believe it. I really think the Islanders are going to win that series. I'm pretty sure. And then they'll probably play, I don't know, Tampa or Boston, man. If they play Boston, just under everything. Like 2 best defensive teams in the league, pretty much, pretty close. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, but they got a ways to go if they're going to beat an Islander system like that for sure. Yeah, I swore a lot in my videos before. Actually, my stuff was pretty adult. I still have some stuff that I hold on to, but I used to have like a fake sponsor called Jaime's Body Lube. Jaime's Body Lube, it's the best there. I said it. I used to have massage girls in my basement. All that. I used to have a lot of stuff that I used to do. Any old fans of me will know the old me. You can go look at my old stuff. I was working up north, and I was doing them out of like campers, like doing it out of like work camps, and I had all that stuff. Yeah. This should be an interesting game. I don't think it's going to be very easy against Colorado this game. Colorado was a little cocky after winning 2 games 7-1, I think. And Sagan, Radulov, Dickinson. Yes. That was pretty sick, Kevin, for sure. The whole team, the whole game was pretty sick, actually. Like, make me sick. This is going to be. Who do we still have here? Did Doug leave? Are you still there, Doug? Or 3 deep or Kevin Surley? Coming back and forth, I see. Colorado's taking it early. It's pretty much spent the first 2 minutes in Dallas' zone, right?
Excellent shift and a much more determined effort just to get him up the knee. And it starts this whole sequence, a great cycle shift down low, big block in front, Donskoy.
Vegas Canucks. Wow, the Canucks looked outmatched quite a bit. That was crazy. You want Dallas to win? You don't like Colorado or what? Or just like Dallas? I don't know. Halfway through the year, I took Colorado to win the Cup. So I kind of want Colorado to win. I didn't want Dallas to win in the beginning because I don't like their system, but they're not playing that system now. You just randomly choose. Perfect for me would be stays close and Dallas only loses by 1. That would be the perfect game. Whoa, everybody's here now. Just a flood of people coming in. Did you all just call each other up and say, hey, Pearlo's on. We got to get over there right now. Pearlo's on. So yeah, people come on and they see all my shit all over the place and they're like, what the hell is this guy? It's just randomly. I live in like a condo, so I don't have like a basement to go to. I will though eventually. I can't wait till I have my own space. A lot of people ask that. It is 8 o'clock at night here. We have sun until about 10 o'clock at night in Edmonton. In the heart of summer, we have sun until 11 o'clock at night. It's raining right now, actually. So normally it would be even brighter than this.
Number 1, they came over ready to play, and they were looking to jump on pucks. Radulov with a nice pickoff in the zone, a turnover by the Avalanche, and Sagan carries it for the first goal of the game. His first in the playoffs. You know that's going to pump up the bench.
Whoa, here we go again. Hello, welcome to Pearlo Land. 3 deep is here. All the cool kids are here. Kevin Surling, Doug Masta. Like, you know who they are. Marc-Andre Fleury. My favorite player in the NHL. Who's yours? I like Kachuk a lot too. I like both the Kachucks. I like Matthew Kachuk quite a bit. Chara, yeah. Hard not to like Chara. Yeah, you're a Bees fan, right? 3D? Who's your favorite, Kevin? Barzy. You're an Islanders fan, right? Oh, yeah, you put a message on one of my videos there that we all picked Philadelphia with Steel Flyers and Borak. Yeah, Barzy's fun to watch, man. That kid, and he's still got a lot of growth to do yet. I don't know. It's pretty sick. They still got to get a few more guys to play with him, I guess, or another guy to play with him, I think. But, I mean, that system, they get along just fine. If they could pot 3 goals in a game, they pretty much are going to win. I need an Isles fan? What do you mean? Oh, to do the videos? Anybody who ever wants to do videos, you just let me know. I said to Ulysses last night, I'll do a video with him today. I messaged him and he never answered me back. I'll do a video with anybody. I'm busy, pretty busy, but I'll find some time. Anybody who wants to do a video, I'd be happy to, if you like doing that sort of thing. I've done videos with lots of the other YouTubers that are doing way better than me. Because they got all the fancy things, I guess. I don't know. Or I'm just bad. Could be that. Nah, can't be that. Oh, nice hit. Woo! Almost 500 subscribers, not bad. Yeah, I'm just starting out. 500 subscribers. I mean, I'm sort of starting out. When I used to do my old channel, I had more. And then I switched things around. I didn't know that when you change your content a little bit, or content, when you change your content a little bit, it changes the algorithm or something like that. So, but now I'm starting to learn like how to do. I'm technological. Can't even say the word technological, let alone do it. So I'm trying to learn all this technology shit. Boric is helping me out. He's a young guy. He's gonna be. Yeah, last time I did a live, I got like six subscribers or something. It was pretty cool. I like to get 1,000 because if I get 1,000, I can monetize and start making a little scratch. Be pretty cool. This looks like a pretty close game right now, eh? Colorado, pretty back and forth. I think Colorado will take the series still. But Dallas has been really surprising me. For sure. I always forget their coach's name. Tell me, put it down there so I don't forget it again. What's their coach's name again? Pisses me off every time. Why do I always want to call him Bellows? It's not Bellows. It is something like that. Basco, no. Piss me off. I don't know why I always forget his name.
Avalanche have to do more of, spend more time in the zone, battle for those loose pucks. They get the first power play because of that.
Who's your least favorite player in the NHL? I bet you everybody says Marchand. I asked that I have a TikTok too, by the way. I don't know if you guys do TikTok, but I got BPAL. I also have a TikTok that's not hockey related too. Scores. I don't know, Dallas.
That's exactly what they wanted to try and achieve early on. A good face-off win by the winger to put that puck on the wall. Brandon, this shot here just gets away from Hudon, but he can't find it. What a pass. That's the perfect sauce that lands flat for McKinnon to rig that one on the glove hand side over the shoulder, far down. It's McKinnon that sets it up. He's tickling the Raptors. He wants that puck, and he got it. Put it.
Well, my PL is on the thread now. All-time Avery. You don't have a least favorite player, really? My least favorite player. I think it's Lucic. Now, not the Lucic that played in Boston, but the Lucic now. Such a lug. Can't do anything. Played for the Oilers. I'm just bitter because we gave him a $6 million a year contract when he couldn't skate. And then being here, he acted like he was still good when he wasn't. I think it would be Lucic. But my favorite is Marc-Andre Fleury, but my second would be probably Matthew Tkachuk. And he's a Calgary Flame, which I shouldn't like because I'm an Edmonton Oilers fan, but I love guys like that. I love guys that play like that. I don't hate Marchand. I don't hate any of those kind of guys. Roussel in Vancouver. But Avery was kind of a dimwit. Yeah. No, Sean Avery did. Like, he was just a jerk. Like, even his own player teammates didn't like him. Sean Avery. It's pretty well known that he wasn't even liked by his own teammates a lot of the time. So, but the thing about him is he was entertaining. Yeah. He did a lot of dirty stuff and mouthy and yeah. Talented though. Guy was talented. You couldn't take that away from him for sure.
That's right. Hockey's back, and we're going to put it all on the ice tonight. Are you ready?
Well, when he played for the Rangers, he pissed off a lot of his own teammates, like I said. That's what I heard anyways. I heard it quite a bit. I heard it from one player's mouth, actually. My all-time least favorite player, though, I think it's Ed Belfour. He was a great goaltender, but man, he was a jerk. He's from Manitoba. My parents live in Manitoba. Sloppy seconds, yeah. That was crazy. Penalty. How is that not a penalty? What the hell? How's that not a penalty? Francois is great. That was what I was worried about the PL with Dallas. If he plays the way he can, Colorado will win the cup, I think.
First game in this series. He's been noticeable already, and this one crashes into Hudobin on that chance, and a good defensive play right here.
Oh, I guess it was a good defensive play. Playing pretty hard. I think I made a mistake here. I have a feeling Colorado's going to blow out Dallas. They're all over him in the offensive zone. And Dallas isn't moving the puck fast enough at all. Oh, my gosh. This could be a bloodbath. I should put a live bet in right now. Colorado is almost certainly going to win this game. Why Crosby? Why does everybody have this hate on for Crosby? 3 deep, you message retracted. Did you take your message down or did they take your message down? Because I have no restrictions on here. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Oh, please. Oh, my. I don't even want to go there. Crosby is so tough, man. Okay, you did good. Because I want to make sure they're not taking anything down. Because I had no restrictions. Because he was whiny when he was young or something. The guy is tougher than shit, man. Best two-way forward. One of the best two-way forwards of all time. Maybe the best two-way forward of all time. Between him, Datsuk, Fedorov, but I'd put Fedorov below Datsuk, so between him and Datsuk, that's the best two-way forwards of all time, Crosby. Off the top of my head. If I think about it more, maybe I'll come up with somebody else, but maybe Forsberg. Forsberg you can put up there. Eric Lindros was great defensively too. He doesn't get credit for that. Oh, what's that, Cogliano? Jesus. Top 10 goalies of all time. Wow, I should do a video on that. In order? My gosh, that's asking a lot. I'd have to pick 10 goalies. First of all, I think the best goaltender of all time was Dominic Hasek. Then I hate to say it, but I probably got to go Patrick Waugh, Brodeur. Yeah, Dominic, I never saw guys stop pucks like that before. Not just his style, just period. You put Brodeur ahead of Waugh. I wanted to put Brodeur ahead of Waugh because Waugh was an asshole. But I don't know. I kind of give Waugh the edge. He did it for 2 teams. He played. It's not really fair for Brodeur because Brodeur had a strong team all the time. But Waugh's first Stanley Cup performance might have been, besides Hasek's run to the finals with Buffalo, and maybe Tim Thomas when he won in Boston. That might have been the greatest I ever saw playoff performance by a goaltender. Brodeur, I don't know. He was pretty amazing too. It's not really fair because he always had such a strong team and that defensive system in front of him. Who's in your top 5? Okay, I'll throw one out at you. I know I'd put him in my top 10. I don't know where. It's tough. But Rogie Vachon would be one. How far back are we going? How old are you guys? There's going to be a lot of guys I'm going to say that I don't know how old you guys are. Yeah. 25. See, okay. So are you talking about of all time? Like, how do you know about, like, there's a lot of guys you probably, like Rogie Vachon. He played for the LA Kings. He was a friggin' amazing goaltender, but he always had a shitty team in front of him. It was pretty sad, actually. I wish he would have got traded early so people could have really seen how good he was. Billy Smith, yeah. Billy Smith always had a really strong team in front of him, too. Grant Fuhr? I mean, Grant Fuhr was a great money goaltender, but a lot of times in the regular season, his head wasn't in it. This is a tough question. Teeny Thompson? Oh, yeah, like way back. Way back. I don't know. I can't put that in my top 10 list because I don't know anything about goaltenders like that. Like, where do you put Hall, who played 500 games without a mask? But, I mean, he played hockey in a totally different era that I never saw. So it's kind of hard for me to put those guys in a place, you know? Yeah, it's kind of hard to put those guys in a place. I mean, did you put Quick up there? Quick was pretty amazing in his time. I don't know if he'd be in my top 10, maybe. Like I said, Grant Fuhr, he doesn't have the numbers, but I mean, he's got the cups and stuff. Price, I would put Price in the top 10 for sure. Yeah. Absolutely. And I know before his career's over, I'll put Carter Hart in there. But he hasn't had a long enough career to put him in that category as of yet. Darcy Kemper is such a late, it's hard to say, but if he keeps this up for another 7 or 8 years, you probably would put him in there. I mean, I say Dominic Hasek was the best. The king. Lundqvist, you would have to think so. How many are we up to now, though? Can't put them all in there. But it's hard to keep somebody out. No cup for Lundqvist, but no cup for Rogie Vachon. Yeah, well, he never won a cup. He never get a Vezina either, did he? Because there was always a Marc-Andre Fleury top 10. For sure. For sure. Marc-Andre Fleury. How did I forget that? He's my favorite player in the NHL. Top 5. I think. Top 5. I loved Roberto Luongo, but do I put him in the top 10? He'd be close. But he never won a cup. I don't think he ever got it. Did he ever get a Vezina? Can't remember off the top of my head. Like, where do you put Terry Sawchuk and Jacques Plante and Glenn Hall, Ken Dryden? Johnny Bauer and all those guys like that. For Philadelphia? Yeah, that's Philadelphia for you. Great team, no goaltender. Except for now, they're getting there to have a great team in front of a great goaltender. I'm looking through here. Tom Barrasso. If Ben Bishop keeps it up, he could be in there. I mean, there's a lot of guys you can throw in there. I think Roberto Luongo would be up there for me, and he didn't win much, but he made a final with Vancouver. I don't think I'd put Lundqvist in the top 5 anyways, no. Marc-Andre Fleury. Waugh, Brodeur, Hasek. Who's the 5? Who's the 5th? Who's the 5th in that? Who do you figure the 5th is? Maybe Price? Just trying to think here and going through all the players in my head. I mean, yeah, but then, like I said, you got Terry Sawchuk. As far as I might know, my dad will say Terry Sawchuk was the best goaltender of his generation. I hear everybody say that. Terry Sawchuk was as close to Dominic Hasek as you could find in that generation. So I think you got to put Terry Sawchuk in the top 5. Yeah. Hey, Nordic, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to Pearlo Land. We're talking about favorite goaltenders or best goaltenders of all time, not favorite. Now, if you want to talk about favorite goaltenders of all time, can we talk about that? That's different than best. Roberto Luongo is one of my favorite goaltenders of all time because of the way he handled the situation in Vancouver. Who's the best top 5 goaltenders in all time Nordic 97? That's top 10 is actually what was asked, but we're having a difficult time figuring out who all those would be. So many great goaltenders. Hard to really put. Like, there's a lot of goaltenders that I think I might put Rogie Vashon in my top 5, actually. He was an amazing goaltender. Well, goaltending is the toughest position in hockey. Maybe sport. Quarterback is pretty tough, though. Like, so much of your game falls on you as a quarterback. Pitcher, but pitcher doesn't play quite as much. I don't know. Ron Hextall, okay. Terry Sawchuk, yeah. You don't put Patrick Waugh in there, Nordic? You don't put Patrick Waugh in the top 5 of all time?
Yeah, that one just hit. Big Zadorov and went right into the bench. But a line put together here by Jared Benner to go up against the top
Yeah.
of the Dallas Stars. Belmar.
So Hextall, Brodeur. We didn't even talk about Hextall. Thanks for bringing that up. He was a great goaltender. I don't know if I'd put him in my top 5, but we did talk about Billy Smith. Yeah, I would have to agree with you. Dominic, top 5 player of all time, I would have to agree with you. I'm glad a lot of people are coming around to the idea that Dominik Hasek is the best goaltender of all time. It wasn't that long ago I mentioned that, and people would be like, nah, it's Brodeur because he played more, won more cups or whatever. But Dominik Hasek was one of those players that when you saw him do what he did, you were like, yeah, he's the best. You just got to go by the shit he did. He was crazy. Amazing goaltender. DiPietro, yeah, I bet. Yeah. Mike Milbury. And what's his name? Smith got fired because he refused to do that contract. And it turned out to be the worst contract of all time. Come on, Dallas. Get some pressure on here. Jesus Christ. It's been a delayed penalty for almost 2 minutes. There we go. Jeez. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Dominic started late because he started in Chicago, and he played such a funky style. They just thought he was kind of lucky, and they traded him. Like, they couldn't deal with his style, and then that was like a really bad move. I can't remember who was a goaltender at the time. I can't remember who was a goaltender in Chicago at the time. I don't think it was Crawford. I can't see it. No, it could have been Crawford. It was before Crawford. The worst, and the Islanders had like maybe the 2 worst contracts of all time. They had DiPietro, by far the worst contract of all time. He got injured or whatever. Like, that was – is it really their fault? I mean, DiPietro might have been a great goaltender. But they traded Roberto Luongo, Olli Jokinen, and something else too, for Oleg Kavasha, and I can't remember the other guy's name. He's like a 30-goal scorer. Yashin was also a horrible contract. Oh. Colorado's out shooting them 17-5. I'm just hoping Dallas can keep it close now. because the odds of them winning this game are pretty slim. I'm pretty sure you couldn't get a bet on this game now. Because Colorado's going to win this game for sure. For sure. Well, you can get 134 on it. Yeah, Shin, yeah. Well, he wasn't necessarily a bust, but I mean, he was never as good as he was another problem child, like attitude dude. They got the money and he kind of didn't mail it in, but he was like a point a game player and then took off. But what they gave up for him, oh my God. Let's not talk about that, right? Didn't they give up? Spezza and Chara. Spezza and Chara. What? My gosh. And then Ottawa traded Chara. What a ridiculous move that was. They let Chara go and kept Wade Redden. What were they thinking? Apparently that's why Boston got traded Thornton, was because they knew they were going to get Chara. So they must have been doing something behind the scenes there to know that was going to happen. Never did win a cup. Try what are other worst contracts of all time? Oh, Jeff Finger, if you even know who he is. Toronto Maple Leafs. Jeff Finger came up, played for Colorado Avalanche for like one good season, was a minor leaguer, and they gave him back in the day something like $3.5 million for 4 years or something like that, and he barely played another game in the NHL. What a freaking cash in, man. He must have been like, are you kidding me? They're going to give me freaking what? I'm barely an NHLer. He must have been just chuckling with his, like him and his agent must have been like, yeah, I don't know. Just sign it. Just hand you over freaking, I can't remember how much it was. I think it was $3 million, like $12 million or something like that. Crazy contract. My gosh. Toronto had a whole shitload of those ones. Stupid contracts they gave out to guys that had like one good season. Clarkson. Toronto was king of the bad contracts for a lot of years. New York Rangers had some doozies. Wade Redden, $7 million a year. Apparently already had a coke problem going on in Ottawa, and then came in. I don't know. That's what I heard, but I mean, he was buried in the minors for most of his after he signed that contract. Very wealthy minor league player, but still kind of embarrassing being a $7 million AHL player. What was the other one? They gave Bobby Holik $9 million a year back quite a long time ago when $9 million was just absurd. And Bobby Holik was a good player, but $9 million good? Not really. Scott Gomez. Scott Gomez. Yeah, that was a bad one. Yeah, the Rangers gave Scott Gomez that contract too. And then they traded it for McDonough to Montreal for McDonough. Like, wow, did they ever get themselves out of trouble there? That was all Glenn Sather too, right? Best general manager of all time, right? He was a great coach, but he had his issues as a general manager for sure. Hello, whoever you're there. I'm surprised we haven't seen Chanel and all of those people yet. I haven't seen any of my Patreon friends yet today. Must be getting tired of me a bit doing this all the time. Ulysses, haven't seen Ulysses. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That's not really their fault necessarily. That was, did Tampa Bay give him that contract? Funny thing about Vincent LeCavalier, Tortorella, like, forced that guy to be good. He was lazy as fuck. He was a lazy player. And Tortorella, like, forced him to work hard and work out and all that kind of stuff like that. If it wasn't for Tortorella, Vincent LeCavalier would have been probably burnt out pretty fast, much faster than he did, and never become as good as he did. And then he went to Philadelphia, or was it Philadelphia that gave him that? Or was it a bad contract and Tampa Bay pawned it off on Philadelphia? No. He came to the end of his contract, became an unrestricted free agent, and I think Philadelphia signed him for a couple of years. Then he ended up going to, I want to say, Los Angeles Kings to finish off his career. Had one okay playoff, and that was it. He was gone. Martin St. Louis. What did they say? There was 4 players that won the Conn Smythe Trophy. It's a great trivia question. Who are they in the 90s or something like that? Who are they? And people always forget Martin St. Louis. It's like Stevie Yzerman, Wayne Gretzky, Mark Messier, or some of that, and then everybody forgets Martin St. Louis. Yeah, Martin St. Louis was great, man. He was a pretty awesome player. For a small player, maybe the best small player of all time, Theo Fleury. What about Jágr? Jágr's a beast. Contract, you mean? No, what about Jágr? He's unbelievable. Still plays. He wants to play till he's 50 years old. That's his goal.
And also another play by Nikita Zadorov, and those two are paired up at this point, but you never see him get out-battled, and Tyler Seguin just out-battles him.
What about Jágr?
Those are two guys for me. They combined for a -5 in game number 1, but normally
Are you still here? 3 deep?
They were excellent. They were physical, and of course you have Cale McCarty back-checking on his defense.
Where? What?
A stabilizing factor, but for Cole and Zadorov with Johnson out, they have to be reliable back.
Oh, just got back. Okay. We were talking about worst contracts of all time. Try to think of, like, off the top of our heads. Oh, where does Jágr play? He owns his own team in Czechoslovakia. In the Czech league. He owns his own team and he still plays. Pretty cool. and still puts up some decent points, like a half a point per game as a 48-year-old. It's freaking insane. You can look it up. Tell me what team he plays for. Let's go like worst contracts of all time for every team. Do you think we could do that? But I'm trying to do it off the top of my head, so you guys can look. You guys can look it up. We'll start with the Anaheim Ducks. I'd say the Phil Kessel contract's got it, or not Phil Kessel, Kessler. The Kessler contract's got to be right up there, although it's not really Kessler's fault. He got injured, but he knew he was going to be injured. Hard for you to do, yeah. It is hard to do. Kessler would be my Anaheim. Who's the worst contract for Boston? 3 deep? Worst contract all time. That's a tough one. Because they haven't put out too many bad contracts, Boston. But I'm sure there's some out there. If I think about it. Oh, Backus. Dave Backus. That's got to be the worst contract, maybe, of all time for Boston. David Backus. That was pretty brutal. $6 million a year. What do you think? Can you think what's the worst contracts for Boston? How about Kevin? Can you do that? Do you have enough to think about worst contract for each and every team? That's how much of a hockey nerd I am. I could probably come up with at least some really bad ones from every team. You can agree, David Backus, that was pretty bad. I can't think of too many bad contracts for Boston, though. They've done pretty well contract-wise. Arizona, they probably got a few. Arizona, worst contract for Arizona. That's tough. I'll have to come back to that one. They haven't been around for very long, so you got to think of guys that they had to buy out because their contracts were so bad. Kessel, although they didn't give him that contract. That's another Toronto contract. Horrible Toronto contract. Let's look at Arizona's tough. Anaheim, Boston, Detroit. Detroit's got a shitload of them. They got one, Darren Helm, Abdicator. That's a terrible contract. Oh my gosh. They got lots of bad contracts. Kronval. But again, a lot of those are because of injuries too. Bobby Holikes for the Rangers was pretty bad. $9 million a year at a time when $9 million a year was like cray amount of money to give to a guy. And Bobby Holik was a great player. You know, fantastic two-way player, hard-nosed and everything. But $9 million? Wow, that was a crazy contract. Yeah, that's the Rangers. We got the Rangers. There's several there. Dallas Stars. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. You gotta. Worst contract. Let's just keep on going with worst contracts of all time. If we can forget about going to each team, because that's hard for me. So, wow, we got lots of people here. Who are the worst contracts of all time? We got Bobby Holik, we got Vincent LeCavalier, Arnie and Oli. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the conversation. Welcome to the frolic here. We're watching the Dallas game, and we're talking about worst contracts of all time. Of course, we have DiPietro and Yashin, stuff like that. Chime in if you want, or start some other conversation. We can talk about the Dallas game here. If you have any bets on that game, I've got Dallas PL, and I'm very concerned about that bet at the moment because Colorado's outplaying them pretty bad. Andy Green scored a goal for the Islanders. I didn't even notice that. Rush Johnson gets an assist. He's like a lug. They never play him, and they hardly ever play him in the regular season. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, how do I show you that, though? Vancouver had some pretty brutal ones. Boston would be one of their third jerseys, the yellow jersey with the friggin' bear in the front, maybe. Arizona's got that wacky purple, black, white, whatever. It's so ugly. It's not. I like it. And then the Islanders has the freaking fisherman dude. Oh, that was horrible. Right, Kevin? Is there a worse one than that one for the Islanders? I don't think so. The guy who looks like the frozen fish dude. Nathan Horton, yeah, but he got injured. Oh, Wenberg has got to be right up there for them. Some of the worst uniforms. Who do you think has the worst uniform period in the league? The worst uniform in the league right now. I like Seattle's new uniform. That looks nice. That was pretty sharp. Who do you think is what team do you think has the worst uniform in the league right now? Oh, really? Okay. Never really paid much attention to it. I'll have to listen to it. Worst jersey in the NHL right now. I don't like Pittsburgh's jersey. I don't like Pittsburgh's name. Why the fuck would you call yourself the Penguins? I've kind of gone off on that several times with my Penguins are like brutal. Like, what are they gonna do? What's a penguin gonna do? Nothing. Fall down on the ice, pretty much. Really? Boston? Oh, their first ever uniforms. Okay, well, I mean, pretty much all the first uniform. Well, the old Vancouver Canucks with the stupid hockey stick in the front of it, and that was it. That was the ugliest jersey, I think, of all time. If you look at it now, the Kings yellow jerseys, I guess, but there's something kind of special about them. Oh. I'm not a big fan of Carolina's jersey. I never really thought they had, like you said, maybe the first ever. I don't. Those Kings yellow ones, they're so ugly. People they're retro though. It's kind of hard not to like them, but I'm not like Nashville's jerseys. Never grown on me. Nashville Predators jersey has never grown on me.
The time is coming for us to get out and go again. To visit all the places we didn't know meant so much.
Calgary, LA, Florida,
But we're all
Boston,
going at our own
Pittsburgh,
speed.
San
At
Jose,
Enterprise,
Detroit.
peace of mind starts with our
Anaheim Ducks first jersey I thought was awful.
touch transactions.
And the name is just ridiculous. I don't give a shit about the freaking Mighty Ducks. Like, shut up. Get a real name. What the hell is that?
We're ready for you.
Dallas is all right. Yeah. Yeah, Dallas is nice. Colorado's isn't bad too, actually. I like Colorado's jersey. It's different. The Flying V. Yeah, Vancouver had a whole shitload of ugly jerseys. Vancouver had some pretty brutal. The Flying V. Actually, I do like the Colorado jerseys quite a bit. New Jersey Devils is all right, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, the Flying V was pretty bad, gotta say. All right, Dallas, come out freaking flying here. They got to believe in themselves. They didn't look like they believed in themselves the first period. Got to have more than 6 shots, I figure. McKinnon outshot the Stars 7-6 in the first period. McKinnon had 7 shots and Dallas had 6. That's pretty bad. No, I don't think Bruins never really had. Their uniform pretty much stayed stagnant too. Like it was pretty much the same all the time. Mighty Ducks, the name and everything is brutal. Horrible. Horrible. Disney, like, just, I like the movie. He wanted to sell his fucking movie. Like, stupid. And then they take the Mighty away. If you're going to be a duck, you might as well be a fucking Mighty one, right? What the hell? Apparently they can't change it. It's in they wanted to change the name, but it's in the contract that the name has to stay the same. Stupid. Ooh, Pavelski. Oh. Washington Capitals old jerseys were not the greatest. I mean, they haven't changed all that much. The all black jersey, yeah, it was all right. Probably the worst Bruins, yeah. You could say that's the worst Bruins jersey for sure. I gotta look up all the teams here. I never liked the Capitals. Good, thank you. Thank you. I'm one of the few. I never really liked the Capitals uniform either. Yeah, some people like it, some people don't. I don't know. It's hard to say you don't like it because it's the red, white, and blue, right? America, all that stuff like that. But for some reason, I don't know. It just doesn't. I wouldn't say it's the worst, but it certainly would be in my bottom 5 for sure. Oh, come on. Oh, really? The black jerseys were your favorite? I didn't mind them, but if you're tying me down and asking me, like, what's the worst of Boston's jerseys, I would say maybe that's it. St. Louis Blues, old blue ones were all right, I guess. Philadelphia's always had good ones. Do you like the yellow bear patch? It was different. It was different for sure. And I kind of like different, so I should like it because I'm about as different as you're going to get. Dallas is playing better now. Rope hints. Ooh, Avalanche got a penalty coming up. Here we go. I only want this because I want to make sure Dallas. I want to get the PL for Dallas. Sharks, yeah. What's your favorite? I'm not sure who my favorite now is. I've always liked Chicago's. Chicago usually wins the top every time. My favorite jersey. I like the Winnipeg Jets new one. Tampa Bay Lightning's got a really cool jersey. San Jose's are sick. I'm assuming you mean sick in a good way. I think I like Colorado's the best. I really like Colorado's jersey. Totally different, like, than any other jerseys out there, but still sharp. Different color combination. I think Colorado is my favorite jersey. Yeah, I agree. Oh, what the hell was that? Tyler Seguin just passed it back to nobody. Are you guys watching the game, by the way? Are you working or anything like that? Are you people? Chanel, are you still there? Do you have it on and you're not saying anything tonight? Your Vegas Golden Knights absolutely whooped Vancouver's ass last night. I don't hear from you, but they couldn't score the 6th goal to give us our freaking over. If you're still there, that pissed me off. Vancouver couldn't score 1 goal to get our over.
Nice little kick pass back to the blue line. This eventually gets to Klingberg. He walks in and he can pick corners from that spot with Radulov in front, who gets a piece of that puck en route. Some good shit. Good save by Francouz on the first shot on the power play by the Stars. They go right to work after winning the draw with a shooting mentality.
Are you guys watching the game though?
Stars have 5 of the 7 shots here in the second period. 14 seconds remaining in the random penalty. Should do it as Cole plays it back into Dallas ice. No guard out there trying to disrupt the breakup, but here comes Hits. Ropé hits right on as the penalty has expired. And Francouz holds on. A little more testy in front of Francouz tonight. The Avalanche really protecting their goaltender, and obviously after Grubauer goes down in game 1, they're going to protect him at all costs.
What's going on there?
A good shot and a quick release by Hits. It's amazing how he can use the defender on the fly like that. Go fast with the speed.
Nah. Not watching the game?
Francouz has to make a quick save. Rick Boris called him one of the best skaters.
I like the Lightnings.
The reason they moved him to center to try and utilize that a little bit more.
At the time,
Up to top speed, he's got that Medano sweater ripple. The wind machine works.
what's going on here? I can't get on my Twitter.
He's getting back in his own zone. He's there by Redmond. Redirected for Gurianov. He'll wind it up with as much speed was McKinnon to get there first.
Oh, kind of went down. Must be down. What's going on in the rest of sports, anyways? You guys got any other bets out there? Come on, Colorado. Come on, Dallas. Just score 1 more. Just so we don't have to worry about sweating the freaking. And don't let Colorado score 1 more. No Colorado score. Oh, high sticking? Oh, shit. Thought it was high sticking. Lakers up 40. Holy shit. Yeah. Lakers up 40. That's crazy. Just imagine a line on that. I gotta find my clicker. And I gotta get some water. I'll be right back.
The more quality that we have, the better off we're going to be. I promote that title. because what I brought to the table as an athlete. These are stories of power and resilience that deserve to be told. Fearlessness doesn't mean that you don't fear.
When hockey's over, like in normal summer, I'll have baseball on while I'm doing shit. I like watching baseball while I'm doing other things. That's the thing I kind of like about that sport is you don't have to watch every pitch or anything. My favorite tennis player? Rafa. I think Rafa is my favorite. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite tennis player, Kevin? 94-66. It's amazing that LA lost a game in that series. Eh? I think Rafa is my favorite. Roger Federer, yeah, well, you gotta love Roger too. Class, all class, greatest of all time, no question, greatest of all time. Djokovic, give it a run, but I don't think he's gonna be. Roger's the greatest of all time. Do you agree with that? I don't think nobody. Bjorn Borg would be the only one, right? Bjorn Borg, but I think Roger's better than Bjorn Borg. I'd love to see him win another Grand Slam if they ever get going again. I loved Andre Agassi back in the day. That was when tennis was awesome, man. McEnroe, Connors, Agassi, Sampson, Ivanovic. Yeah, he's the best all time. There's no question about it. Shit, Dallas got a freaking penalty. McKinnon just got speared in the nads.
It's going to be a slash on Pavelski, and here it is. Here's the interaction right there. It's kind of more like a spear as he kind of jams the
speared him in the nads.
Score so far, Landeskog off that face-off win, McKinnon in the corner, trying to duck away from Sekera, pass in front, score.
Yeah, it was just a matter of time before Colorado scored. Fuck. Didn't even. I'm dreaming if I'm going to get my PL on Dallas here.
Great possession off the face-off again, and what a pass by McKinnon out to Randon, just waiting for it, and just a good job right here to move this puck around. As soon as it gets the name to McKinnon, they'll watch it. One move. And just a quick little turn of direction to separate, find a lane, open space. You give him open space, head up the whole way, and he puts it great on the stick of Randon. He finds that far side over the right shoulder of Hudova. Just a perfect quick
I'm dreaming.
By Randon, it's 2-0.
Yeah, not too many now. It was just a style back then. I mean, there were so many other great players as well.
A little frustration on the Stars' part too. They've been a little chippy in this game as well. How elevated that one on the Avalanche.
Colorado's just playing way better than they did last game. Colorado at their best. Dallas doesn't have a chance in the series. I just really thought they would keep it closer.
Little chop on Francouz after he goes through. Right here, you're gonna watch him. He bumps into Francouz and right there a whack, and obviously some exception to that. And pull him out of the pile. The officials take one out to blow that to save Girard, so it'll be a Dallas power play.
Dallas gets a power play. Come on, Dallas. Score one here. Keep it close, baby. Keep it close.
Sagan with it up left and now Pavelski. Got Radulov to the near side. Back to Klingberg, bouncing pocket. He'll just play it back in his own zone for the regroup.
Dallas definitely needs to wake up here.
Fourth among defensemen in scoring. Back for Ben. Over the line, Pavelski. Broken up. And Diego gets choked with a clear. It stays in.
They're not waking up. This power play looks horrible. There we go. Why the heck didn't he shoot? 5-on-3. Come on. Come on. 5-on-freaking-3. Yeah. Come on, man. 5-on-3. This is it right here now. They gotta get it here. Even then, I don't know if they're gonna be able to hold off Colorado for the rest of the game, but there we go. There we go. There we go. And there's still a power play to go, isn't there?
So much like the Avalanche off a face-off win on a 5-on-3, they go to work, and what a pass by Radulov. Zips it right through to Pavelski, and that's the celebration. Pavelski comes right over afterwards. Just a perfect pass. He zigs it through, and Pavelski with those quick hands buries it to cut the lead in half. Seventh goal of the Stanley Cup playoffs for Pavelski.
Still got a minute 49 power play, so tie her up, and then come on, buddy. Oh my God. So close. Penalty again. Scores. Yes, baby. It's 3-3. Just like that. It's 3-3, baby. Gravite will be very excited. He's a Dallas Stars fan. And yes, I know who Gravite is. He's a great kid. I started doing YouTube stuff when he first started, and I was building up just like he was. And then I went to rehab and started all over again. That's why I had to start all over again, by the way. I went to rehab. Went to rehab. Stopped drinking. So we're sitting good now, right, Kevin? Don't you got Dallas too? Oh, no way. Dallas goes right ahead and gets a freaking penalty. 30 seconds after tying it up with 2 goals on 1 power play, they get another freaking. You got Dallas too, right on. We got a lot to live for here. Whoever showed up, welcome to the land. We got Kevin Serling here. We got 3 deep. I'm not sure who everybody we got, to tell you the honest truth. Who else is here? Speak up. There's a lot of people just creeping, just watching and not really saying anything, which is cool. We like that. We allow that. There's no rules here at Pearlo Wisdom Industries. You can do whatever you want here. Say whatever you want. Do whatever you want. You do you. You do you here. Okay, what the fuck?
Where members can earn up to $1,000 or more every year. Go to surface.ca/feel-good-movement to feel good again. Surface Credit Union.
Every time I do shit like that, people leave. You do you. This is turning into a crazy game. Dallas has been outplayed all game. They get up. They get a power play or get a 2-man advantage, score twice, and then go right on the freaking power. Like, the coach must be losing his fucking mind right now. Are you kidding me? You get up and then immediately go into the box. What was this for? Slashing. There was no need for it whatsoever. Like, he didn't have to slash like that to make. Man, oh man. Talk about, all right. I just have a feeling Colorado's going to score here, so I don't want to look. I don't know. Is there any other Dallas fans that just walked in the door? Oh, I got to close. My battery's running low. I got to plug this in. Just 1 second. Don't leave, you guys that just came in here. There's much frolic happening in this environment right now, and you need to be part of it. I gotta plug in my thing though. So. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Perfect. I don't have to leave. Don't you have this feeling that Colorado's gonna pot one here? I don't even want to look at the TV. I just got a feeling. Dallas is. Oh, Hudobin with the big glove. Dobin with the big glove hand. Avalanche are the dumbest club in the league. Utter idiots. Why do you figure that, Jeff Weiss? Tyler Nicole, welcome to the land. Welcome here. Are you rooting for Colorado or are you rooting for Dallas? I'm rooting for Dallas at the moment because I got money on Dallas PL. Colorado can win. It's fine. But I got futures on Colorado, though. I got Colorado to win the cup. So it's the thing about having a couple bets on shit. Like your whole everything's all a flutter. So why do you figure the Avalanche are the dumbest club in the league? Utter idiots. That's an interesting entrance into the environment. Let me know. Now they give up a 5-on-3. A delay of game penalty.
nice job off the face-off to get to that puck. It looks like he has time to make his play, and right there, it's Kadri with a quick stick that forces him to play a little quicker than he wants to.
Oh,
And it goes certainly right up over top of the glass. He was arguing maybe with the stick of Kadri.
my gosh. What a game. Anyways, you got to tell me why, Jeff Weiss. Tell me why. Or did you just come in to tell us that and walk out the door? And that's okay, too. Two-man advantage for 50 seconds. Oh, stress.
So volley off the ice route. Deal with guard. Get it fanned on that. Bouncing in front. Swept wide by Landeskog. Get it fanned and it nearly generated a scoring chance.
Yeah. Clear it out of your own zone, Colorado. There you go.
20 seconds of power. A 5-on-3 power play time left. Get it shifting past Sekera. He's going to the net. And puts on the brakes in front. Nobody there. Brandon's got it. Back to McKinnon and Brandon one-timer missed. And that will slide in.
Brought it out of their own zone twice. There we go. I guess Jeff Weiss just came in to say, tell us that. Whew. Two-man advantage covered, buddy. Two-man advantage, Kevin. We're good so far. I don't know. I think Colorado's better without the two-man advantage, actually. Well, maybe not after that little move.
To the attack. Under a half minute left in the power play for Colorado. Schreier across. Burakovsky watched by Foxa. Schreier, Donskoy. Some of the guys, Drew Bednar, like to get going. In front.
Nice play by Dallas. Kill off huge. Now they're going to get momentum. They're going to pot one. Rick Bonus. I always forget his name. Bonus. How could I forget that? I always want to call him Bellows for some reason. I don't know why. It's Rick Bonus. Come on, Dallas. Let's freaking do her. Yeah, buddy. Oh, I feel it's in the air now. The Crappie Killer. How you doing, man? What happened to your Canes? I had them to win the series, Crappie. But I wasn't a big fan of Reimer and Mrazek and net. How you doing, man? Crappie Killer is from Carolina, obviously. And he's got a channel called The Crappie Killer, if you like fishing. So what are you doing now? You just fishing every day, right? How's your channel doing? I haven't been watching it. Been so busy. I don't have time to watch my own shit I'm doing now.
Why is this coffee so much better when it's free?
Tyler and Nicole came in, didn't even say who they were, what they were doing, nothing. Just keeping quiet, creeping. How's your channel doing now, Crappie? Do you have a TikTok? Oh, you haven't been doing anything on there. Oh, you got 1350 subs. I haven't even got 500. Remember when I was up like over 1,000? I ended up having to get had to go to rehab, and then came back. I didn't do anything for a while, and I came back and basically did like a same name, different type of channel, different type of stuff I'm doing. So I'm starting all over again. Got a Patreon going on though. It's doing pretty well. Man, it's so nice to see you, man. Or talk to you, anyways. Do you care about the Colorado game going on? Colorado Dallas?
Way after to hit that bar in McCarr with a great effort here to knock this puck out of the air, and he gets a good case on it. It just hits the side of the net. Good hand eye by him to activate it down and create that.
You'll start watching next round? Okay. What just happened? What just happened? That just happened. Dallas Stars. Get a lucky bounce by the sounds of it. Off his shoulder. Off his shoulder, man. He doesn't even know it went off of him, Radulov. Look, he doesn't even know. He's like, what? Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, you hate Boston? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a Boston fan either, buddy. I like Philly in the East, and I like Carolina too. I do not like Boston. I don't know what it is about them, but I don't like them. They need a goaltender, though, man. Canes need a goaltender. Reimer and Mrazek just don't cut it. Whoever came in, thank you for showing up to this fine live. And you left right away. I hope they go out and get a goaltender next year. Jeff Weiss. What do you have? So why do you hate Colorado so much, Jeff Weiss? Are you a Dallas fan? Is that it? I'm taking it. You're going to watch the next round because you're bitter about Carolina losing, so you're just not going to bother watching this round? It's hard to watch because your team's out. I've been there. Oh, no. That was close. Holy shit. You want Boston to lose or you're not watching? Oh, man. All right, Crappy. Come on, show up here more often, all right? You're a great guy. Thank you very much for pointing out my baldness. That's what friends are for. Fatty.
puck battles, and it's Don Scoy that gets up.
Well, Dallas didn't really wake up. They got lucky as shit, really. They did happen to get the power play goals and stuff like that, but ooh, man, that was close. Holy shit, the bounces are going Dallas's way tonight. It's not over yet, boys and girls. Holy smokes, this game is unbelievable. Dallas probably doesn't deserve to be winning this game, but they keep on giving Colorado power play after power play after power play is not a very good recipe for keeping a lead, I would say. Fuck. And it's not a good recipe for me getting my PL. More importantly. Nice. Nice. Take that shit down. There we go. Win that battle. There we go. Get it out again. Dallas now. They're waking up here in this part of the game. Their penalty kill has certainly woken up, that's for sure. Playing freaking fine. Super aggressive penalty kill. Super aggressive penalty kill. Dallas is friggin' sweep Colorado. Wow. Why are you just not play Boston to play Dallas? That's why. Because you think they have a better chance of beating Dallas than Colorado. My gosh, are you kidding me? Scores. 4-2. 4-2. Vampire Prince, welcome to the live, man. Dallas is really great. Yeah, they did go toe-to-toe with the Blues last year. You got to remember, you got to admit, though, they got pretty lucky this game. Colorado was kicking their ass for most of the first two periods. Then they got that power play. Was this was a shorty too, wasn't it? They got a shorty. Wow. My PL is going, looks like it's going to be okay. What are they reviewing? Oh my God. Now they're going to the review chamber. I'm not going to put anything past Colorado yet. If they happen to get a goal here. We don't even know if it's going to be a goal here, but I wouldn't put anything past Colorado, man. This Colorado can come back easy 3 goals in a period, so. No, you can't tell. There's got to be another look than that. You're not going to see it from there. How's that going to be able to tell? Why even show that angle? Why even show that angle? What's the look of that angle? I don't know if you guys are watching the same as me, but
tell where it is there, but
I don't think they're gonna. It's gonna be inconclusive.
don't know if they could get a good enough look.
It's over the line, but you can't tell because the camera. Just show it from the other side. Just show it from the part. Like, why are they showing it from top?
They started to celebrate, so
Show it from the front. It was
Chris Rudy.
like down this angle here, right?
Oh, look at this. This is an enormous ball. And you can see Joe Sakic looking on pretty.
I take it you're a Dallas fan, Vampire Prince.
Have this one come back. I don't know if that was a confident nod from Franz Hills. He really does. You're right.
Oh yeah, you said. Remember, we went toe to toe with the Blues. So yeah, you are a Dallas fan. It's all good. I'm going for Dallas right now because I have a PL on them. By the way, anybody here, it'd be really awesome if you could hit the subscribe and all that stuff like that. It helps the channel. I'm trying to get 1,000 so I can start making some money. Mavericks, Cowboys. Okay, so you're Dallas all across the board. Cowboys look like they might actually have a team next year, right? I think it went over the line. Looking at his face. Actually, looking at his face, it didn't go over the line. You would think the way they're looking at him, I don't think that went over the line. What do you guys think? Did it go over the line or what? Over the line. 4-2. Oh, man. Brady. Hey, it's Borak. The professor is in the house. Professor Borak is in the house. Everybody stop for a second. Doing good, man. My PL's holding up for Dallas, so it's pretty much a guarantee now. Well, no, it's not. We got another period to go yet. But Joe, if you guys haven't watched my channel, this is Joe Borak, one of the finest in the land. We do vids together all the time for steelflyers.com. Check it out. Steel Flyers, it's the best. There, I said it. We have Vampire Prince from Dallas, who's a Dallas fan and came in here to tell us how great Dallas is. We have three deep, Boston Bruins fan, I believe from Boston. We have, is he still here? Jeff Weiss hates Colorado for some reason. Kevin Serling from New York, Islanders fan. I believe he's from New York. All the cool kids, you know what I'm saying? Wow. This game is insane, man. Dying seconds, Colorado almost scores again. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. What is it? Steele picks Dallas. Did Steele pick Dallas to win this game? This series too, didn't he? Yeah, because he said it was in, they kept the call. No, I didn't see that. I'm not a huge basketball fan. One of these days, In one of these days soon, I can assure you, Joe Bork and I will be doing lives together. And then there will be peace in the land. There'll be glee everywhere. Nothing but lollipops and puppies everywhere in the land. We just haven't figured out how to do it yet. Otherwise, we'd be doing it right now. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. And you guys can, well, we'll have you on too, right? We'll have everybody on live, right, Joe? Everybody in the land will be live. It'll just be a bunch of little, like 17 of you, if I ever actually get 17 people watching.
Alberta's recovery plan is a bold strategy to build, diversify, and create tens of thousands of jobs now while investing in the industries of the future. At the same time, we're supporting families and helping employees to return to work safely.
What can't you remember? Were you talking to?
We have a long way to go, but together,
What can't you remember, Joe?
a message from the government of Alberta. At first, it was just you and an idea to start a business. But over time, your business began to grow.
Everybody's going to grab snacks now.
And bad times.
Oh, if Steele said Dallas. Oh, yeah. I think he did. Because he was. Oh, wait. Or did he? Because he said it didn't matter. That was funny. Colorado. Didn't he say Colorado was a sleeper pick? I kept on chuckling about that.
As a sports fan life coach, I know the playoffs can be emotionally draining. With Sportsnet now,
Oh.
game and tranquility anywhere you want. Hey, smartphone, call me.
So what do you got going on now? You got any more? You all done podcasting and everything? Did you get a hold of Andrew and do something with him? Joe? I can't remember if he said Dallas either now.
Liberate your taste buds. Put your burritos' new signature menus here. Pick up in store or get it delivered. Available for a limited time only.
Let's go. What? Let's go. What? 3 deep. I didn't even think you were watching the game. Yeah, I'll check that out.
Stepping it up for the Stanley Cup playoffs. That means new menu items, great deals on beer, and figuring out how Andy's face lettuce grew so fast. Because it was Peach Fuzz last week. Puck drops and patios. Stanley Cup playoffs at Boston Pizza. For a wild second period, Dallas leading Colorado 4-2. Our second intermission is headed by.
Did you guys do it live and then record it?
Officials on the spot saw it clearly, and I think Gerard is maybe most compelling in his reaction. That puck's a little off the surface, so that.
Dallas is still leading 4-2. It's in the.
At the base of the goal line, it's over.
Oh, it's over the.
Really interesting.
It's well over the line. My gosh. They got an angle that shows it's like this far over the line. Yeah, Dallas is still leading. So you're saying, let's go Dallas, and they're leading. Colorado could come back, but it's going to be tough sledding for sure. But if anybody can do it, Colorado can. They got a lot of freaking guns in that lineup. And they're going to be barreling out here in the third. You know that. You don't want to go down 2-0 in any series.
Dallas goes on the power play, then they go 5-on-3, and they score 4 in a row, and it completely turns the game around. And the reason I didn't like it is you go back to Game 6. And
You posted in live, isn't set up yet.
And I get it. If you want to protect the goalies, I mean, I don't have a problem with Purcell talking to
Oh,
But if you're gonna say that's the standard, I think, and especially
yeah, you were right about that with my live I did this morning. It's still saying
I just thought
processing, which is too bad.
I just didn't like that one tonight.
Elliot B. Well, July, big guy. Who are you going for here? You're a Philly fan, right? We're just above you there. You'll see Sports Fanatic News, which is of course the great Joe Bork, the professor. Oh, you need help in MLB. $400 on the Reds. What? Yeah, for sure. $400 on the Reds. My gosh, buddy. What was the line on the Reds there? How'd you lose? You were that confident, or is that just a normal bet for you? Did you have anything on hockey here? Should have followed my bet. I had Islanders, Dallas, parlay. You were scared? I wasn't.
And Cassie, it's a good point you make about the slide.
I know. I'm a Philly fan, and I had to take the Islanders PL. I had them PL though, in a parlay with Dallas. I didn't want them to win. That's what I hate about that. You're trying to make money for clients. You got to do what you think you know is going to happen, and it's against what you want to happen. I hate watching games like that. But I'm still rooting for Philly all the way. Screw my clients. I'm kidding. But.
His speed, his shot, the velocity of his passes.
Trevor Bauer, yeah. And he didn't. No hockey. You were just all over the Trevor Bauer, and he let you down. Well, Trevor Bauer, I know you're watching, because why wouldn't you be watching? Everybody in the land is watching. You just let my friend Elliot down, and I'm very disappointed in you. Exactly. You should have your head down like that. I know you were feeling all right about yourself, but now look. Now look what you've done. You follow bets on paid sites? Oh. You got to be on my paid site. We don't lose. It's not true. You got to come over to the Patreon, man, for hockey picks especially. Nothing but freaking gold. Actually, especially this last winter before COVID hit, we were friggin' nailing like crazy. Vegas wins tomorrow. After a team blows somebody out like that, I don't like betting on them. But Vancouver's defense is beat up pretty freaking bad. I think that Vegas will win tomorrow, yeah.
Our lives have changed a lot. LK Tire has changed to keep you safe with physical distancing.
Well, that's the main thing, right? We may be broke, but we're smiling. I mail you. Okay, I know. I didn't even see that you put the L there. You didn't even have to tell me that. I assumed it was make, and I probably would have figured it out otherwise. Yeah, come over to our Patreon, Buck. Just throw $3 at it. You get some free picks all the time. You're supposed to get a certain amount of picks, blah, blah, blah. But I have a tendency to give out more than you're supposed to get. So, yeah. Especially when regular season starts up, buddy. When we have a regular season hockey, I hit like fucking crazy. And just a little hint, Joe's going to be helping out here soon. So we're going to be a finest combination in the land. Joe is one of the finest young hockey minds I've run into. That's why we do videos together and stuff. And Deli is freaking awesome too, and I can get on his show. Or when he comes on too.
Hello? Mr. Brodeur. Hi, it's Tim from Enterprise. I think you left your company.
I had one guy
Which one?
on our last year, 1 week made $12,000. He bets fairly high, but he doesn't bet like $1,000 a game. Sort of in your like $200 to $400 range.
Pretty sure it's your coffee cup.
Made 12 grand on my hockey picks.
Thursday, Tuesday night, 6:30 ET for Hockey Central. Brian, what do the Vancouver Canucks have to do to get back in the Vegas series?
Yeah. I'm the hockey guy. Most of my, even summers, everything, I love hockey. But Joe is going to be nailing the football and baseball. I'll help him out as much as I can. Oh, you don't buy individual picks. You just pay a monthly fee. That's it. You just pay a monthly fee. If you want all our premium picks, it's only $25 a month. If you want the full baseball package, it's $35 a month, and that'll give you everything. I can't tell you that, Kevin. I can't tell you that, dude. That's probably going to be a paid pick, man. You'll have to go over to the Patreon to get that kind of information. I give a lot of information on the lives here that I normally don't give on my other YouTube channel stuff, because people that stick with me on these lives are awesome and I love you guys. But when I got people paying $25, $35 a month for picks, I can't really be throwing them all out for free, unfortunately. You need an Asian massage to make you feel better. You're going to Chinky's House of Yoga to get a massage. Tell him Pearlo sent you. Ask for Poon. Okay. True story. Chinky's House of Yoga. It comes from a place that in Edmonton that I live in Edmonton, Alberta. $35 a month will give you everything in the land. Everything in the land for $35 a month. I wonder if I can post a link up here somewhere. I should try to post the link. But if you go to Steel Flyers, steelflyers.com on your computer, we got the stars here, big guy. Thanks, Raj, for popping by. I have the Avs for the series, stars for this game. Ask for Poon, yeah. $35 a month, yeah. You go to Steel Flyers website, steelflyers.com, and go to Steel Flyers friends. It'll have me. It'll have all my info there, and just press the little purple Patreon thing, and it'll bring you to the link. The other thing you can go is to BPOW Picks. It's a channel there, and look in whatever our last picks were on YouTube and go into the description and beep out and Patreon is there. If you want it all, $35 a month. It'll give you all you ever wanted in your life. You'll be complete. You taking Stars? Are you a Stars fan, or are you a mental hockey giant and have put the statistical probabilities together that Dallas is going to win the whole thing? Okay, well, you got all day. Steel Flyers, just like that. Steelflyers.com. Finest website in the land. Got a lot of great stuff on there. Got podcasts, all kinds of stuff. STELFLYERS. Glad to have you, man. Isn't it incredible how they found their scoring all of a sudden? Couldn't score a lick all bloody year. And I had them. It's bonus, right? Rick Bonus has a new system and it's working. Good for Rick Bonus. Before this, playing Jim Montgomery's system, it was a waste of talent. Now, who knows what they can do? They shouldn't be winning this game today, though. Yeah, plays are sent to your email. Yeah. And we have chat rooms there. We're going to be starting a Discord and all kinds of stuff. We're just adding all the time. It's freaking fun, man. Actually, I'm surprised that I don't have many of the I kind of wonder why. We usually have a lot of Patreon guys on here. I sent it to my Patreon, but none of them came today. Oh, it didn't go up. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it's funny. None of my Patreon members came here today. I don't think so. Anybody's here today, which is odd. We usually have. That's right. Surefully did. Stars blew their load. Timmins, Ontario? I'm from I lived in Mississauga. Well, as soon as they got that 3-man power play, they played that power play really well. That was just pure, kind of lucky. The first 2 periods, though, it was looking pretty rough. I was even saying here, there's no way Dallas is winning this game. I was going to put a live bet on Colorado, but it's only paying 1.34, so I said, screw it. Sure as hell good thing I didn't. Yeah, Elliot, we had a parlay on there on the Patreon today for Islanders in Dallas. So, making some money. To tell you the truth, right now, we're just redoing our baseball because we're getting a new baseball guy. And it's in the sticks. Oh, that's a Canadian term that means that he lives in the boonies. He lives in forest or out in the middle of nowhere. It's Ontario. Timmins, Ontario, yeah. There's a lot of sticks out there. There's a lot of forest out there. Have you ever been to Canada, Elliot? Now, Dallas, no more power plays, right, Raj? They're not giving anybody, they're not getting any more penalties today. Dallas is up 4-2. Raj, no more power plays, right? No, that's right. Dallas is blocking a lot of shots, too. Never been, no? It's going to blow your mind, dude. The amount of space that we have in Canada is incredible. Like acres and acres and acres and acres of space with nobody. Like it just blows people's mind all the time. We're the second largest country in the world and we only have 32 million people living in it. Think about that. I think we're like three or four times bigger than the United States. And we only have 32 million people living in our whole country. Yeah, they may. Let's hope they do. In the need that parlay. The first round, I had 3 parlays in a row. Three-team parlays in a row. Then I went on a little bit of a dip. We were down a little bit. Unit here, unit there. And then I hit 4 MLs in a row. Yesterday, I had the over on the Vancouver game. Friggin' Vancouver couldn't score 1 goal. Yesterday was a little soft. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I hate it. I don't bet. That's one thing I gotta let you know that I'm over there. I don't bet very much at all. I bet like a little tiny bit. If I bet a lot, I can't do picks at all. Like if I more money than even if it's comfortable money, but still a lot of money, all of a sudden my picks go through the window. That's why I started that Patreon because it's how I make my money. Because I can't make money betting. I know guys that do like handicapping for people, and they bet like mad money. They make huge. But when I start betting huge on games, I don't know what happens, man. I can't do it. Girls are stuck up, yeah. I can't tell you much about that. I got my little lady, and I can't promise you. I don't like parlays right now for hockey. I said I have a new partner coming in. And actually, he was just here. I don't know if he's still here. Are you still here, Joe? And we're going to work on some baseball stuff, and we'll start giving you some baseball-hockey combo picks. If you hit on my tips, okay. We were going to work on that, too. We're going to work on a donate button. You'll do well over there. You'll do well. Hockey in playoffs is tough, though. I have to say. But I have been having not a bad year this year. I run about in the regular season. I was running 75% on picks, and I was picking every game. You bet big and lose. Well, that's not a good combination at all, right there. Well, then you should come over. Yep. Pay out the $35, and we'll see what we can do for you, my friend. Usually we do pretty well. We have clients over there that don't even care about sports. They're only there for investment purposes. So we have about maybe 3 or 4 clients that they don't know anything about sports. Joe is probably going to put some picks up in the morning. Yeah. We'll put some picks up in the morning for you.
Excellent shift by Cogliano. Good pressure in the offensive zone. Wins that battle. What a shot by Como there. He didn't miss by very much. I don't know if it was really spotted.
Did you bet on football too? Me personally, I'm a hockey guy. I pretty much take care of the hockey picks. I got to pick. What's tomorrow? What are tomorrow's games now? Talking about that.
What's going on? Well, since we've been using Skip the Dishes so much, I figured we didn't need all this kitchen stuff. So I'm working on my online auction skills.
I'll definitely have some picks for you tomorrow for hockey. No doubt about that.
Well, there's probably leftovers in your new fridge. Not that.
Skip the dishes. You deserve great delivery.
Nice and early. I don't know, Joe. Are you still there, buddy? What time are we gonna have our picks out in the morning? You're in New York, right? What time is it there? We'll have NFL picks for you when NFL comes. MLB and NHL. Nice. We also just have fun. If you're over there, you come on here. We just, it's fun, man. It's definitely fun. It's getting more and more fun all the time. We're adding more things. Once we get Discord going, I think it'll even be more fun. Because we're going to add the public in, and you guys can talk about your picks and whatever. And you can get a lot of information from people. No, we haven't did fantasy sports yet. Probably a good idea. When we get our website going, maybe on our website, we'll try to do fantasy sports. What do you think, Joe? Do you think? Well, I'll have to talk to Joe about that. I'm up early, Joe. You're not going to out early me, really. Oh, maybe you will. What time are you? But you're like 2 hours ahead of me. You can send them to me at 9 a.m. It's 12 there, so you're 2 hours ahead of me. So whenever you got them ready, how about 8 in the morning? Is that all right for you, Elliot? That would be 10 your time, though. Oh, you can do that whenever you want, dude. Yeah, you meant payout. You can do it anytime you want. You just go to Patreon and set up your account there and put your $35 in or whatever. Oh, okay. We'll have the picks out. We'll have the picks out probably by noon your time. A lot of people have been asking me about fantasy. I haven't did fantasy myself. I was thinking maybe if we can get a website going, we can start doing some fantasy stuff. And I'll find people that really know a lot about fantasy sports. And yeah, I mean, anything's possible, right? It's Pearlo land. Anything's possible in Pearlo land. Oh, did we give up another PP again there, Big Raj? Jeez, I've been talking to these guys. It's good. It's less stressful when I'm talking to everybody and not watching the game. It won't matter. The Raj, Dallas's penalty kill has been on point today, man. It's really what's been saving their ass more than anything. The penalty kill has been insanely good. Maybe a combination of Colorado's power play not being good, but yeah, that's true. Yeah. This second and third, their penalty kill has been insanely good. Like Colorado has got a killer power play, and they're barely getting anything on it. You give Colorado 7 power plays and you still win the game. What does that mean? My brain didn't grasp that, Joe. Facts, but one period you like to see the great build. How come I didn't understand that? Have you ever did fantasy, Joe? Fantasy sports? I would like to try fantasy hockey, but the thing is it takes so much time, doesn't it? Like you got to really be all over it. So if I'm going to switch to that, I kind of got to switch to that. But it'd be interesting to do. It'd be hella fun for sure. And I'm always about that. What don't you like about fantasy, Elliot? You don't lose enough money on it? Sorry. Had to. What is it that you don't like about fantasy? It's a lot of work, right? What's McKinnon off the half wall is throwing it into people's skates and shit? This is just not the Colorado power play that we're used to seeing at all. But Dallas is doing a great job of pressuring them all over the ice, too. Oh. Whoa, nice block. But Dan loses his stick and freaking everything. Broken stick. Nice. What a play, Dallas. Holy shit. Who do we got here? Av's choke job, yeah. Akuma deception. Kudobin is playing really well. Just ahead of the play was Nemestikov busting in on the left wing. NFL fantasy is easy and not time consuming, really? And you lost a lot of money playing it. Oh, Elliot. You were something else, man. I couldn't do NFL fantasy, but We can always. I'm sure we can find people to set it up somehow. Yeah, that's true. I couldn't do it. I'm not a I'm not a huge NFL follower, so.
And Alberta's government has a plan. Alberta's recovery plan
Hakuna
is
Matata.
to build, diversify, and create tens of thousands of jobs now while investing in the industries of the future. At the same time, they're supporting
That means like, oh well, right?
to work safely. There's a strong future waiting for Alberta. We have a long way to go, but together, our recovery starts now. A message from
No, why don't we actually, Joe? Why don't we actually just start a fantasy league ourselves? Why don't we just do that? Just start a fantasy league. We could put it on the website. Just fill that website all up with shit.
The Avalanche looking for some secondary scoring, and that's a Conrad has 6 goals in the playoffs for the Avalanche, and he's had a physical, nasty game in this one time. He's been all over, he's been around the net, he just can't seem to find that one. He's taken a few good hits, he's battled himself, he's drawn a penalty, and has stood right in front of the goaltender all night long.
If you did it, I don't know if we could do a fantasy league on Patreon. Or if Steel would let us to do a fantasy league on steelflyers.com. You feel that, do you? Okay. There's a very good chance of that usually, yeah. I got to do a lot of meditation on that Vegas Canucks. I just can't see the Canucks getting spanked like that again. Yeah, whatever you want it to be. Okay, yeah. I should know that. When you feel like 8 o'clock. When you feel like 8 o'clock. When you feel like 8 o'clock. Yes. Whatever you want to be. When you feel like 8 o'clock. Because that's how I live in my life, man. I do everything when I feel like 8 o'clock. Used to be before I went to rehab, it was rum o'clock, which was when I feel like 8 o'clock. But now it's just when I feel like 8 o'clock. Whoa, we got up to 10 and then they just left like droves. They all went. We should be able to hold on to this one, buddy. Raj, you should be able to hold on to this if you're still there. I gotta say, Vegas is looking some freaking good right now. Vegas looks very good. Yeah, they got some pretty damn good size, and Stone. He's inching up closer to my favorite player in the league. Stone is freaking awesome. I love Stone. Yeah, Colorado didn't play bad. It just after that penalty kill, it just took the wind out of their sails. Oh man, Stone is the coach. Stone is the coach. Are you kidding me? The guy behind the bench just listens to Stone. Okay, sure. Let me hear it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm almost considering fading that game tomorrow, but I'm not sure. After a blowout, but I don't know. I'll have to like really soak into that one. Gonna have to soak into the pearls. Yeah, I want to hear it.
Taking that time and space away. They have a 2-0 lead and 4 goals unanswered by the Dallas Stars. And the Avalanche right now trying to find a way to create some more opportunities.
Oh, I don't think Colorado this series is anywhere near over yet. But I'm really happy for Rick Bowness. He's been a guy that's been around the league for a long time, and he got his shot. Corey Perry's been huge. Like, he hasn't got many points or anything like that, but he's just been an awesome presence on their team. And Pavelski, like, they picked those guys up for this reason, for the playoffs. Oh, really? 43-20 in the month of August in the last 3 seasons. Wow. He just doesn't have amazing feet anymore. That's a pretty cool line, buddy. Preach. Stone is incredible, man. Is that a Leafs logo I see? I just noticed that. So you're a Leafs fan, but you're rooting for Dallas now? Secretly rooting for Tampa. Okay, I'll keep it on the down low. I won't tell anybody. What? Okay, why Dallas? Why Tampa? Let me know. You big Hedman fan? Stamkos. You're a Stamkos fan, right? He was supposed to go to Toronto and he never did. So they went and got Tavares that they didn't need. And they didn't need Stamkos either. I still think that was not a very good move. I did a video about it. Want to see it? Check it out. My NHL Pearls of Wisdom. By the way, if you haven't already, be very kind of you to subscribe and get me up to 1,000 so I can start making some cash doing these things. Be all right. Heiskanen is freaking amazing. Haven't noticed him so much to this game, but what a beast. There's a Vezina in that boy. At least one for sure. The only problem is he's going to be competing with Makar and Hughes, but he is amazing. Ben's really fallen off the last couple of years, but I can understand why you love him. Tampa's a better version of the Leafs. That is an understatement. Yeah. They have a defense. They have choked in the playoffs. I don't know. That Boston sure made him look bad the last game, no way. Holy shit, did they not look good. Boston has a way of doing that, man. Man, they got a lot of speed on that Colorado team, but Dallas is breaking things up in the neutral zone, and the hell am I yawning for? I'm not tired. Bruins sweep? Yeah, no. I can't see that. Yep, that's true. I hate the Bruins, but you got to admit, they just have. Yeah, you saw. Did you watch that video, Elliot, that we did? The Magic? Friggin' Steele took Bruins to win that series. And we were saying, yeah, they have the voodoo lean. They do have some kind of magic, man. Look at Carolina kicking ass. All of a sudden, they just turn into like, I like hockey. Hey, hockey. I like hockey. Hockey's fun. And Boston scores 3 goals in like, what was it, 13 minutes? Carolina forgets how to hockey. Just like that. How many times has that happened with Boston playing somebody? What is that? Need a lock tomorrow? Okay. We'll give you what we give you. What? What? Nice save by friggin' Hudobin there. Ooh. That was close. That was close, Ranj. That's not a sweep. Are you kidding me? I see why you lose a lot of money, Elliot. Now watch them sweep. Another penalty, man. Frick, what was his name? A cool name. Raj, yeah. Raj is a killer name. What the hell? 8th power play we're giving Dallas is giving Colorado. 8th power play of the night. Oh, good. I don't like to have this. So I hated betting Dallas PL because I knew this is going to happen. I believe in magic, of course. I am magic. Net empty.
Stick as this puck comes along the glass. McKinnon trying to get out of the way, and right here it just hits him. There it is. There it's Pavelski that knocks that puck out of the air and catches McKinnon as he goes through. He felt it wasn't a high stick, which I thought
okay.
Whistled down nonetheless. Boy, we see that hand eye from
Is Raj, are you still here? Are you sticking it out with me or what? Or did you have to take off? Akuma's deception. I hate to tell you this, Akuma, but the only series I gave my patrons, no, there's two actually. Two series I gave my patrons for betting was because I'm not really big on betting on series. Was Columbus over Toronto and Islanders over Florida, and Islanders over Washington too.
Landis gone for McKinnon. Now Ranton. Goal of an assist for both McKinnon and Ranton in the scheme. Landis gone. Gantry. Makar.
Sorry, I got to watch this part. Woo!
Around it goes. Saved by Makar at the left point. What a blast that was. Ranton fired.
Oh, Ranton was way off on that shot. Way off. Must have went off his heel or something. He missed it by like 5 feet. If he would have had it lined up, though, that would have been like almost impossible to stop. There we go. 52 seconds. I think we're good. I think we're good. Oh, didn't go in.
Best chance Brandon had, the one-timer he had. Hugo went down and out that one-time attempt, and he just missed the net. The frustration afterwards, and look at the stick. That was the chance he was looking for.
Along the boards, notched away. Can't get loose. Jones tries to dig it out of there. Puck won by Alexis.
She's over. It's all over. All over. All over. All over. Wow, we got lots of people here now. Akuma. Whatever it may be, may be. I still don't know what it means. You're an anime fan? That's what Akuma's deception means? 5-2. It's all over. Put it all away. Put all the toys away. It's all over. That's it. Clients made money today. We're all happy. Oh, yeah, we had the under on the Philly game, too. We hit like crazy. That's right. We had Islanders PL, Islanders ML, Islanders Dallas PL, or parlay with Dallas on the PL, Dallas ML, and under Islanders game. Was it under? Yes, it was under 4-0. That's right. Woo!
What a performance by them. They didn't get rattled. They didn't get frustrated. They continued to attack. They eventually pulled.
I still like the Avs. I still think the Avs can win this. It's just, it's not over. I don't think. It'd be one hell of a win. It would then. So if Dallas wins this series, then Vegas wins the series. Yeah, it'd be Dallas Vegas in the Western Finals. That would be something.
Dallas Stars are all kinds of fight. 5 unanswered to take a 2-0 series lead over the mighty Avalanche.
Isles might win the cup this year. Suppose.
The Avs have that top line, but Dallas showing so much scoring depth in this game.
Yeah, it looked like the top line was going to be able to get it done for Colorado early, but again, Dallas scoring back to win 5-2, take a 2-0 series. For more on this game, let's go to Ron McLean and the Hockey Central Network.
Cheers, face.
I have a feeling, Elliot, you make a lot more money than you say. You're just being sly. You're probably making shitloads of money.
We'll start with you, Brian, on the work of Lindell.
Well, Lindell had a great night. He was excellent all night. Great body position, great stick, elite defender, guy that's seldom talked about on a team that has star power, but he's really good. And the defining moment tonight was winning a race.
Yeah, I mean, the Stars didn't look like they could score until the playoffs. They couldn't score all year, and now they're scoring constantly all the time. If they keep on scoring like this, who knows? They could win the cup. Who knows? You had me fooled. The troll,
24 minutes for him. Cale McCarthy,
Brian Burke.
for the Colorado Avalanche. If he's not the story, Lindell, who knows him? Cassie, you were keen on him throughout the evening, and what a performance.
Yeah, you don't lose lots of money, I'm sure.
Right to win this game if it's not for Anton Budobin. And you think when it was 2-0, it easily could have been 4 or 5-0 for the Colorado Avalanche. And then of course they get the 5-on-3 power plays, Dallas does, and so they take care of business there. But Anton Budobin, 39 saves.
Okay, buddy, you will.
One of their missions tonight was to get more traffic in front of him, something that he felt that they didn't do enough in being number one. And look at his eyes and the concentration. Most goaltenders, you can't see it. You just go down and try to block it. He stays up on his feet. He stays confident.
I'll be right back, Kate. Don't leave. I'll probably be leaving soon, but I'll be right back. Don't leave. I'm watching. Don't you leave. Spanking Institute for all of you that leave right now. Be all going down to the Spanking Institute. Don't leave.
Game number 2 and go up 2-0 in this series. What an effort by Anton Budobin.
We're going to set department, demeanor, his way. We were trying to think, ever since Brian brought the dictionary to the studio, we're in trouble over here. Tertiary, there's another word for you. Anthony, over to you on that.
Yeah, we all know that's my favorite word. And that's what Colorado Avalanche need going into Game 3. They need the tertiary split. Because Nathan McKinnon completed his team on his back these first 2 games. He's got 5 points in the first 2 games. And he's really taken his game to another level. But there's been some other guys from the Colorado Avalanche that have been struggling after having pretty good first series. So combine now these 4 players here after having a pretty good first series, only have 1 point in the first 2 games. So as good as McKinnon is, he can't do it all by himself. He needs these other guys. He needs Kadri to continue his torrid pace. He needs Bob Kukarovsky to step up as well. These other guys need to step up and provide that tertiary support.
Alexander Radulov, there's 3 game winners for him now in the Stanley Cup playoffs. That's tied with Bergelier and Kadri. So the other game this evening.
Well,
the New York Islanders have a way that they go about things. They have 3 lines that dump the puck in, and they create mayhem and turnovers, and they score that way.
this has been something.
Carries the puck in a lot more, and they score that way.
I'm very surprised didn't have Patreon members come and join us this time, except for Sharfy. But well, the new Patreon member Elliot was here. How are you doing up at midnight? What's it on Monday night? Is it Monday night? I lose track. It's Monday, right? What is it that has you awake at midnight on a Monday night, Elliot?
So I was concerned. The captain of the Philadelphia Flyers, as they left the ice this evening, was tapping Kevin Hayes and talking to him and getting no response at all. And I said to Anthony, should I be concerned about that? He said, absolutely.
Did you hit it? Who are you getting your picks from? If you don't mind me asking. Puck, whatever that is. No, not Puck. Wager Talk guys. They're pretty good. I like watching them. They're entertaining. Yeah. Wager Talk guys they're entertaining. I don't mind those guys. Or Brock Page. You know, you should check out too. Are you? Do you know Ricket? Ricket picks.
So just wondering how much composure figured in this comeback.
Well, we believe in ourselves.
Well, that's a great way. Excellent. You do that. Go feed your pussy and then go get an Asian massage and have yourself food, whatever that you do there. Make sure Jaime's body lube. It's the best. There, I said it. I was asking you something. I forgot what it was because you. Oh, okay. Do you know who Ricketts Picks is though? Ricket Picks. It's named after his cat, coincidentally. Doc Sports. Okay. Check him out. He's very good. He gives you free picks on YouTube. Free baseball picks. He gives you soccer picks. If you're willing to go like on European soccer leagues and stuff. Oh, you know Ricket? Nice. Yeah. I might be doing some more videos with him once now the hockey's slowing down. Start doing some baseball videos with him and probably Joe. Yeah, Ricketts is friggin' I like him a lot. He's a good shit too. Really good guy. For sure.
Yeah, speaking of Vancouver, perhaps we're hoping that Marc-Andre Fleury's sword in the back fiasco was going to distract Vegas in Game 1. They were sorely mistaken. Instead, the Golden Knights took that Game of Thrones-esque sword and went full.
You still there, Joe?
Completely dismantling Vancouver 5-zip.
Who's still here? We got lots of people creeping us. It's got to be Akuma's Deception. AD, I'll call you AD. 3 deep, you still here? What time is it? 10:37. I should get going, guys. Watching post game? Okay. I really got to get going. We got to be up early in the morning.
He's one of the most confident players that I've ever played with. He's one of the most skilled players I've ever played with. So, I mean, things aren't going to go your way every night.
$30 premium picks. Shit, dude. $35 a month. A month will give you picks like freaking crazy. Tell all your friends. Come over to our side. $35 a month. I'm not going to say that's not going to go up eventually. It may. But right now it's $35 a month. And when we get up to 50 subs, we'll do $200 draws and all kinds of shit. Akuma. Okay, buddy. Elliot, I'll see you in the morning. No Pearlo what?
And faster than the Blues. Regardless, the Canucks have shown an ability to bounce back.
Oh, yeah. I got to get to bed, man. I got to get myself all lubed up before bed, you know? And what else I got to do?
It doesn't feel very good. You want to win badly, and when you want something badly, it doesn't happen.
Good for everybody out there. Thank you for coming to the live. I'll try to do this again tomorrow night. Make sure you're subscribing if you could, please. Helps out the algorithm. Gets me up to 1,000 subscribers so I could start making. You want 2 months, you get 30. It's $35, and you can cancel anytime you want. Anytime you want. So you just pay. You want to keep on paying every month, you can pay every month. Good night, everybody. Joe, talk to you tomorrow morning. I'm hitting the sack, man. Have a good night. Lots of love to y'all. Take care.